Hey everybody, it's Leigh and Rebecca and Tony and Cheddar Goblin.
Oh, I forgot the box. Gosh,
Well-
dang
Damn it, Tony.
We got two boxes there. Ooh, extreme
Here, I've got a
Cheddar
third
Goblin
one
close up.
Got a third one for
Ooh,
you, Tony. Just
There we
put
go.
this
Yeah.
in
Nice.
the other frame.
collector's item. Soon to be discontinued. Cheddar Goblin. Soon
Yeah,
no longer.
I bought boxes of this off HotTopic.com because they were on clearance for like $4 each.
Yep,
$4
me too.
for your mac and cheese. The 80s child in me just wept and said, "Please, Mom, more Reagan cheese, please." So we're reviewing and talking about our feelings about the Cheddar Goblin macaroni and cheese. And if you're not familiar with Cheddar Goblin, let us fix that for you because it's just something you kind of have to experience on your own now, children.
Who ate all the macaroni and cheese? Look, Cheddar Goblin! Cheddar Goblin, did you eat all the macaroni and cheese?
Nothing's better than cheddar.
Cheddar Goblin! Cheddar Goblin! Cheddar Goblin! Cheddar Goblin!
Cheddar Goblin by Devane has
Other
60%
brand.
more cheese than
Goblin.
the next leading brand. Kids and goblins alike, Cheddar Goblin tastes the best. That's why Cheddar Goblin was rated #1 3 years in a row. Cheddar Goblin by Devane. It's goblin good.
It's goblin good.
Yeah, that's amazing stuff there. And it's so good that it actually knocked me right off of the camera. So
I was gonna say, Lee, your
Yeah,
camera's
we lost
gone.
Leigh.
Yeah.
This macaroni and cheese in this movie, Mandy, it shows up around the halfway point
Yeah.
where the movie actually does start to get really good. Mandy, when I first saw it, I turned to my friend and I said, "Why did you bring me to this?"
I still haven't seen it, so I'm going into this completely blind as
It's,
far as this macaroni goes. Aside from that ad,
What's the Greek myth of the person who descends to the underworld to find the soul of his departed love?
Oh, it's Hades Town, the musical.
Well, what's that based on?
Yeah.
Oh gosh, dang it! What's his name? I think it starts with an I. Ilias.
No.
Orpheus.
Orpheus and Eurydice.
Yes,
Got
is
it. I
the-
nailed it.
is.
Yes.
It is the story of Orpheus, and his wife is brutally murdered, and then he goes to great lengths to avenge her death, and he's of course a logger, so he knows how to work 6-foot-long chainsaws. And at one point, I think he actually eats her remains, which have been completely soaked in LSD. So he's completely tripping balls when he finally decides that he's going to avenge his wife.
This movie is what the scientists call metal as hell.
I need to see this. I think.
So metal. No, I mean, the movie, at one point, he's descended to hell because he drives through a long tunnel and then he ends up at a satellite relay dish where a guy owns tigers and talks to him about the LSD that he put together for this cult that decided they needed Mandy, his wife.
naturally.
Anyway, but there is a chainsaw fight, two dudes with 6-foot-long chainsaws. So,
And then Nicolas Cage makes this huge axe that is,
Yeah.
again, scientists call it metal as hell.
because he forges it in his garage.
Yeah, it's the second half of the movie I think is really good. The first half I think is slow as hell, but that's just me.
Yeah. Well, the reason why Cheddar Goblin is so important to us is when the movie when Mandy is murdered and he gets his first revenge on the first few hillbillies and he's covered in blood, he staggers naked into his cabin, goes to the bathroom, and when he comes out, that Cheddar Goblin commercial is playing on his TV, and it zooms in on him with like the most metal of dun dun, getting ready.
And that
And then
scene
he goes-
right before
Yeah.
where he's in the bathroom and Nicolas Cage, they just told him like go full Cage, my dude, and he goes
did.
full Cage, like
Yep,
in
gotta see this.
tidy whities, tiger t-shirt.
Yep.
It's incredible.
Yep. So I think the last words he says in the movie is Cheddar Goblin, and then he goes on his kill spree, but I can't really remember. So,
But we needed to do another junk food review because a lot of you are perverts, a lot of food perverts
Want to see us eat that junk
demanding
food?
food reviews.
Well, probably not me, more Rebecca, I'm sure. But
I don't know. I don't know. People want the food, so you got it, kids.
All right, so you guys all made your cheddar
Yep.
goblin?
I've
Yep.
done nothing fancy to mine.
I did fancy to mine.
How does this?
Up,
There we go.
there you go. Okay, so Tony's is really white,
So,
and Rebecca's is
that's-
really yellow, and mine is really orange.
What'd you add
So-
to yours?
I didn't do it. I mean, I do this with all my mac and cheese. It always gets half a stick of real butter, and it always gets whole milk, and usually a little extra milk versus what they tell you to put on there. I like it kind of creamier.
Oh, see,
Okay.
I always cut my butter in half. Because it says
Oh, you
4
ruin it.
tablespoons. I did 2 tablespoons because 4 is like way too much.
No, it's perfect. I always put some salt in the water when I'm boiling them too. So
Right. So I do mine with a quarter stick of butter
yeah,
and
you got
and
weak
some
salt.
full fat oat milk instead of regular milk. And then I salt the sauce when I'm melting the sauce together. I also put in, because this is why I use less butter, because I also put in about 4 ounces of extra sharp cheddar cheese and an eighth of a cup of salsa.
Leigh, it's like you used to run a restaurant or something.
Well, yeah. Well, the thing is when you're using fatty foods, you want to add an element of acid to it because the acidity actually amplifies the flavor of the fatty
I
food.
got it. Citric acid
There you go.
in my
Yeah, that'll
20.
do it.
This is 2020 voodoo from Mountain Dew.
Yeah,
that I'm
so-
pairing
and then-
Soda
with.
expires.
Nope, does not.
All right. Are we
Here we go.
eating?
Yep. Ah, it's hot. Ooh, hot. I had to spit it out.
How is yours still hot? Mine, I even wrapped in aluminum foil.
I made
Put
it
it
after.
down.
I think I made it late. Luckily, Leigh was later than I was, so
I have this.
then-
I have this
Yeah.
incredibly vintage ceramic bowl that
Ceramic
Is
bowl.
insulates
that
heat.
Same.
Pyrex?
It is.
Oh, I love
ceramic
it.
ceramic bowl, and I topped it with a plate to keep the heat in too.
No, my
I had
wife's.
aluminium.
Ooh, very nice. No, my wife has a vintage Pyrex collection, and
Oh, I love it.
and we use them.
Okay, wait,
Really
guys.
good.
Who am I? Hold on. Hold on.
Are you gonna? Is she gonna do it?
Ah.
She did it.
I wanted to very badly build a paper mache cheddar goblin and then have my kids like pump mac and cheese onto my head while I was eating. But, I just didn't have time.
Maybe
So
for one of your live streams.
Maybe for one of my live streams. Yeah. So, okay, what's compared to regular mac and cheese? What's your verdict? I mean,
Well,
Well, okay. The gold standard, in my opinion, of box mac and cheese is the
is
Cheetos.
the blue box.
No,
Oh.
the Cheetos brand mac and cheese. Right underneath that is the Kraft mac and cheese.
See, Kraft mac and cheese is the all-time S tier for me.
It was mine until the Cheetos mac and cheese. Now the Cheetos is S tier.
I always liked the Annie's organic. I always thought that was really good because I have like a sharp white cheddar, which was really quite tasty.
I've been meaning to try that one, but I haven't ever picked it up yet.
Nope, this is good. The noodles didn't go full soggy after they've been cooked for a while,
Yeah.
and it handles the custom sauce. See how the citrus pumps up the cheddar flavor?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
good.
Well, you know what they say? Nothing's better than cheddar.
So the next thing I want to do is here, I'll zoom in on this, is send away for the Cheddar Goblin proof of purchase solar calculator.
Calculator?
Powered by the sun for homework fun. We just need 150 Cheddar Goblin proof of purchase seals.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
150. So at $4 a pop, it would be $600 worth of mac and cheese, and then we could get a solar
75
calculator.
cent.
I wonder if
75 cent
anybody's-
calculator.
I wonder if anybody's actually sent away for that, because
Probably, I'm going to say no.
you don't think some Hot Topic billionaire, it's going to end up in clearance on Hot Topic, and people are going to be like,
That's where I got this was clearance on Hot
I
Topic.
paid
For
$600 for this
this-
calculator.
nice. So amazing. Well, there you have it, kids. We've now tried the Cheddar Goblin mac and cheese. This was recommended to us by several listeners who said that they enjoyed the Cheddar Goblin mac and cheese. I think for the price, you could get some real gourmet stuff. But
Yeah.
this is
So
decent.
I've gone to nothing's better than cheddar.com, and there are like you can redeem enough of these.
No way.
really
Yeah.
okay. That's cool.
That's the super fans out there.
Well, now I
redeeming that
kind of
kind
want
of
to
stuff.
do it though.
So there's one more item of Mandy merchandise that I would love to review, but it would take all of our Patreon income for 1 month to do it.
Is it the axe?
Is it a chainsaw?
No, it's the red replica, because that's the Nicolas Cage character. They made a full scale latex mask with individual threaded hair and beard hair. And it's him covered in blood, and the mask itself is about $1,400. And they're only making a limited edition amount of them, but the mask looks phenomenal and hysterical.
Oh, I'm taking a look at it now. That's intense.
Yeah, so I mean, imagine that, Rebecca. You could put on your mask, your bloody Nicolas Cage mask, and go mow your lawn, or go shopping, or Tony,
Well,
you could
what's
wear
really-
that and go to
I
church.
really want the
Yeah.
I really want the baseball tee that he wears with the tiger. I've been
Yeah.
trying to track that down. That's such a simple thing, but I really want it.
It's pretty badass, and like if you knew an illustrator who had access to a print-on-demand shirt store, you could probably get one made.
That would be kind of cool.
Yeah,
If only.
if only you
Where do I-
knew.
Where do I find this mask? Is it on nothingbetterthancheddar.com or?
Yeah, it's and once you click on that, you'll just see it on your Facebook feed forever. So, any final
Yeah,
thoughts?
if you go to legionm.com, it's
Right.
the website of the company.
Oh, yeah.
Now, what's sad is this movie's Nicolas Cage being just goofy as in his dorkiest best, or as I like to call it. It's an art house movie for sure, but I think he did it for the tax rebates that he got to help pay off his
It's
IRS
along
bill.
the lines of like Willy's Wonderland, where Nicolas Cage doesn't have to say much, just has to like kick ass.
Just be
Right.
crazy.
Whereas opposed to Pig, where here he's actually acting, and that it's a phenomenally heartbreaking, well-made movie. So, you kind of forget Nicolas Cage is an Academy Award-winning actor sometimes.
I think
People forget.
everyone forgot that a long time ago.
Yeah. So, I mean, but you watch Moonstruck, and he's just amazing.
Oh, I loved him
Snap
in
out of it.
Raising
even-
Arizona.
Yeah, exactly.
so
All
good.
right. Final
Oh,
thoughts on Cheddar Goblin Mac and
LegionM.com
Cheese?
has the tiger
Yeah,
t-shirt.
I see the T-shirt. It's on sale right now
Buying it
too.
right now.
$27
Oh, it's
instead of
$4 off.
$30.
Wow.
That's 10%
Congratulations on your amazing catch there. All right. Final thoughts on Cheddar Goblin Mac and Cheese? Or your Mandy t-shirt?
I would say, in my opinion, not having watched the movie, there's better mac and cheese out there for a cheaper price.
Yes.
But the fandom factor, if you're a fan of this movie, probably puts it in the definitely worth it category because it still tastes good. It's still good
Right.
mac and cheese.
Yeah, for novelty mac and cheese, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot better than some of the other marketed tie-in food that I've had in the past. But I'm gonna actually tape up the top of the box and just keep this on the shelf because it's kind of a fun little knick-knack memento and a lot less expensive than the $1,200 Nicolas Cage mask. So
Yeah.
awesome. Well, thanks so much for tuning in, everybody, and for supporting us on our Patreon endeavors. And for you food kink people out there, maybe a little macaroni and cheese ASMR.
Perverts.
So
She's just giving the people what they want. That's what it is.
we could charge $29.95 a month for that. Boy, oh boy. All right. Thanks so much, everybody. We'll talk
Thanks,
to you later.
Patreon
Yo.
backers, true believers. You're awesome.